Hello everyone, and welcome to my sister wives Bombshell channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Kody Brown, who starred in Sister Wives, was portrayed as a married guy who cherished his marriage. For a number of seasons, the story point, the show's effort to legitimize polygamy, was successful. But it seemed like Kody was protecting Robyn while deliberately causing family strife among Meri, Jenalle, and Christine. In the first 2 seasons of Sister Wives, we saw Kody and 3 of his wives juggle parenting 16 children while living in a single house in Lehi, Utah. 4 hours away in St. George lived a 4th lady named Robyn, who was introduced as a fiancée. Robyn had 3 children of her own. Something more nefarious was happening behind the scenes, even though it seemed to spectators that Kody and his wives had an equal schedule. There always appeared to be an air of discomfort amongst the ladies, and one person was at fault. Kody, who spent an exceptional lot of time with Robyn from the outset of their relationship and expected his wife to accept his behaviors with no opposition. Kody purposefully sowed discord among his spouses for all 18 seasons of the TLC show. He deliberately built a wedge between his wives, making them fear one another and leading them to feel that Kody was the only one they could trust. Because juggling 4 relationships was too much for Kody, he resorted to sowing seeds of doubt among the women in order to gain control. Even though they ought to have been friendly and supportive of one another, they were always distant from one another. Case in point. While Jenalle and Christine were married to Kody, they were not close. However, their connection developed when they could create a friendship outside their marriages. Brown patriarch Kody Brown portrayed himself as the leader of his family. He famously declared, "Your love should be multiplied, not divided." How much of a snow job was the Brown family giving viewers before the reality of their ties were revealed? Kody brought the women out of Utah into Vegas and divided them into various rentals. Thus, the ladies grew more independent from Kody and he got more committed in his marriage to Robyn. Christine called Kody's actions out in a 2023 episode of the series, as reported by People magazine. She recalled, when the family lived in Vegas, we all did counseling sessions together, all the adults. In the therapy sessions, I was really direct. I stated that the issue is that Kody favors Robyn and enjoys being in Robyn's place more than anywhere else. This mistrust between Christine and Robyn was intensified. Robyn would just deny it. She'd simply be like, "He's not here." And he'd respond, "I don't know what you're talking about. I'm over at your home equally." And I was like, "No, you're not. No, you're not." Once they abandoned their relationships with Kody Brown, Christine, Jenalle, and Meri Brown were more open about their suspicion of both him and Robyn Brown. The most vocal was Christine, who called Kody out for insinuating she was not a nice sister wife to her now ex-husband's 3 other wives. I think that what it comes down to, I think he has a favorite wife. And obviously, I'm not treating her well enough. So there's nothing I can do. I mean, honestly, what he's demanding from me is ridiculous, Christine claims in the above clip. In 2022, Kody also liked Robyn in a talk with Jenalle. He told her, "I have somebody in my life who is fundamentally loyal to me and sees me as the head of the family." Kody says, mentioning Robyn without identifying her. "I'm saying to you that you and I get that if you're loyal to me. I'm not going to be this person. I'm not going to become Robyn," Jenalle reveals in a confessional. It frustrates me beyond belief that he perceives this one wife, this one relationship, as, she's so perfect, she's such a saint, she was so nice to us, and she was treated so wrong. Finally, on the Sister Wives Look Back, How It Started episode that aired in 2024, Meri called Kody out for lying. She said, "Were you lying then? Or are you lying now?" She says, "I think that he did love each of us. I really believe that he's simply attempting to make it suit his story, to rationalize where he is now. She's in a monogamous relationship with Robyn Brown." Sister Wives star Kody Brown witnessed 3 of his marriages dissolve within a short time span when the family relocated to Flagstaff, Arizona. Christine Brown left the family first, followed by Jenalle Brown and Meri Brown, leaving Kody and wife Robyn Brown living in monogamy. The Brown family had relocated numerous times before to the program, and in Season 2 they migrated from Utah to Las Vegas to evade prosecution for their polygamous lifestyle. In Las Vegas, the Brown family resided in 4 custom-built houses adjacent to one another at the end of a cul-de-sac. The layout seemed great, with each woman having her own room while Kody was able to wander freely between the residences. The family also planted a tree to indicate planting their roots, which made Kody's idea to transfer once again in Season 13 even more startling. Kody and his wife ended up making a haphazard relocation to Flagstaff, Arizona, with the idea to construct residences on a parcel known to as Coyote Pass. The relocation to Flagstaff placed a big hardship on the Brown family. While waiting to begin building on Coyote Pass, the family struggled to locate rental properties that would fit their requirements. Kody's 4 women and their children ended up dispersed over the city. Unlike in Las Vegas, Mary, Robyn, Christine, and Jenalle were now living quite distinct lifestyles. They did not see each other every day and, more significantly, they did not see Kody or know where he was spending his time. With Mary, Jenalle, and Christine living separate from Kody and their sister spouses, they got acclimated to the separation. The Browns were virtually separated geographically, and the wives discovered that with the lack of major family meetings, they were scarcely really enjoying a polygamous lifestyle. The concept of living as a multiple family was suddenly less significant once they understood the convenience of living alone. When the COVID-19 epidemic struck, each element of the Brown family socially withdrew from one another. Each woman and her own children secluded together, with Kody sometimes roaming between households. The siblings and sister spouses were not permitted to congregate unless outside and at a distance. Kody, for the most part, resided at Robyn's house since she had small children. Kody stated that Robyn followed the right COVID-19 standards while his other spouses and children continued to travel and mingle. The first significant divides among the family came with their disagreement over how to address the COVID-19 epidemic. Kody believed his children, especially Jenalle's sons, were being reckless by continuing to socialize and he thus did not want to see them. Because the family had become used to living apart, there was not an immediate need to come to an agreement about social distancing norms. If they still resided in Las Vegas in close proximity, the Brown family would have been obliged to agree on parameters in order to continue regular contact. With daily communication a thing of the past, months passed by without a clear consensus on prerequisites for the family to assemble in person. The Browns briefly pondered constructing a single residence for the whole family near Coyote Pass. When Christine made it apparent she would never accept to live in a joint house, the family pushed on with splitting the land into separate plots. Kody and the other spouses, who had mixed views about living together, started to understand that they would never live as a single family unit again. Dividing the property provided another issue, since the lots in Coyote Pass were not all the same. Arguments came out between Kody and his wife and spilled over into the relationships with the sister wives. The Brown family's communication troubles were forced to the surface when each woman was scared to say which plan they actually preferred out of fear of offending one another. It was also evident that Kody was ultimately in control, having the last word over which woman was awarded each piece of property. The prospect of living on the ideal acreage with a mountain view is what lured the women to Flagstaff. However, the land had to be paid off before building could begin, and the instability of the real estate market made that more problematic than projected. The residences in Las Vegas were sluggish to sell, rentals in Flagstaff were difficult to locate, and the family ended up depleting their savings to purchase homes for Christine and Robyn. Meanwhile, Jenalle was left living in an RV and modest flats, and she came to understand that she was not a priority to Kody. It is tempting to imagine that the Brown family had the ideal setup in Las Vegas and would have stayed happy there. However, relocation to Flagstaff did not cause the family's difficulties, it just revealed them. While the relocation to Flagstaff on its own did not lead the Brown family to split apart, it definitely enabled the women to imagine how a future without Kody might look. Once the sister wives actors were effectively no longer living a multiple lifestyle, legally splitting apart from their marriage did not feel like a great jump. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.